Game time, Brian. Your name stain the icon. You need a way to the fire. Tatey with hammer stills gunned in the living room. Just a mailbag full, delivering letters. Now I'm dropping that fuel from the 9 to 5 to the Cowboys grind. Turn my voice into a platform. Game time, Brian. Every snap, every play, break it all down. Blue and silver pride, yeah, I rep this town. From the news to the rumors, every hot debate. If it's Cowboys talk, man, I'm never late. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep, and we still chase 8. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every game day is game time again. Game time, Brian, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail route grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Dak takes the snap, Micah on the chase. Talking O-line, defense, who's making the plays? Trays, rumors, draft picks too. If it's Cowboys news, then you know I come through. No network scripts, just a fan with a voice. Doing this my way, yeah, that's my choice. Breaking it down for the real, no cap. If you're riding for the star, then you know where we at. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep, and we still chase 8. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every damn day, it's game time again. Yeah, top run, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail rail grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Leg nights, early mornings. Yeah, I built this up. Did it for the fans, never just for love.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Yes, I had my days wrong this morning. It's Taco Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. I don't know if I said hump day or Wednesday, but it was Taco Tuesday today. I hope everybody's having a good day or had a good day. I know on the East Coast, it's about 10 of 5 now. Wanted to get a little lunchtime chat in and lock in our competitors for tomorrow night, or whatever we want to talk, or NFC East representatives, and we'll go from there. So let's go to the chat, and then we'll get to the Zoom crew, whoever's in here. Arturo, what's up, brother? CZ's in the house. Logan Motorsports, what's going on? The man of Hawkins' own Vinny Hagan, what's up, Vinny? Clemente, what's up, man? How are you, Clemente? Hope all is well. Who else we got in here? Hallie Pierce is in the house. Daniel M. looking for Dallas to do some more moves before the training camp starts. Oscar Perini, Brooklyn Zone, is in the house. Coyote, what is going on? And I think we're pretty much caught up with the lunch. That's pretty much everybody. If I missed anybody, spam it. But Loyal's in the house. Jesse's in the house. What's going on, fellas? How are you?
Happy Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday it is.
Happy Taco.
Hey, D, how are you? Is D in here? Do I see D? Somebody said D. Is D?
Yeah, D's in there.
D, what's up, D? How are you? What's up, D? So what's up, man? It's funny. I wanted to tell you, Loyal. I didn't want to scare you, but guess who also is gonna come to Vegas?
Who? Mark?
No. Ultra Cowboys coming.
Oh, snap!
Ultra Cowboys. Now, just to let everybody know, pretty much nobody's going to the game. Now, me and Phil.
Oh yeah, I seen the cost of tickets to the game. Oh my god,
dude. Let me
$500.
Yeah, well,
they must have known you were coming.
Joe DeMasi.
$500 for a freaking. That was the lowest I've seen.
Here's the deal: it's going to get a lot cheaper, so don't go. But again, it is what it is. You know, it sucks. I know it does.
I don't need to go. We can just go hang out somewhere and drink and watch a game.
Well,
I'm
that's
good
what
with
I
that.
said. Me and Phil, I know we're probably going to go to the game. I'm just going to say it, but you guys can all hang out during the game, and then we'll meet you right after.
Man,
But
$500.
and that's it, and that's for cheap seats.
Yes.
That's like way out in the middle of nowhere. So
I looked on StubHub, all that.
Well, don't go to StubHub. But I went to TickPick, and that's where they include the fees with the price. So there's no surprises, and it was still ridiculous. So just wait, everybody. But yes, revamped.
It is 500. Daniel M.
It's crazy, but it is Monday Night Football.
That's more than Jerry's World.
Now I will tell you this: Eagles Dallas opening night. I can get seats at the very, very, very top for $600, and they're going for $600 a piece. This is at the top of the stadium for Thursday Night Football, let alone middle of the season Monday Night Football. You know, so I'm gonna let it up to Phil, but you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the stadium, so I think we're gonna go. But
I'll look at it outside and be fine. Take my pictures.
Yeah. It'll be fun. That's why I said, and it's not until Monday night. So if you come down on Friday, like you're talking,
I'm coming Friday.
So
I already got
hang
approved
out.
everything. I talked to the
You
wife.
can come down. Well, just let you know, I sent you my flight. My flight lands at 6. So if you can get in around that time, we can share an Uber to the hotel. And it's cheap. Me, you, and Phil. And I'm taking Phil to Fremont Street on Friday night. That'll be the lit night.
I'll be there.
All right, cool. So, but yes, Ultra Cowboy is a go.
Uh-oh.
He's going Saturday and Sunday.
Snap.
He's going Saturday and Sunday. He's not going to the game, and he's hanging out, and he's going to be there. Eagles Drew is going. He is going.
Snap.
Eagles
boy.
Drew
Walker
is
Wade
going. Walker Wade, he should be joining us in a little bit. Walker Wade, I'm trying
They
to
got a match. The MGM Grand, a match between Drew and Wade.
Oh man.
Mark Torres, Rock wants to go, but he wants to room with
wrestling
somebody. He wanted to stay with us. I'm like, we have no more room because Loyal's gonna get an air mattress, and Loyal's just gonna buy us a couple breakfasts or something, and we'll call it even. Now you saw the price of the room, though. I paid for it.
Yes,
that was pretty expensive, but you know,
the room is nice though, man.
Dude,
I was looking at the hotel. I'm like, damn.
Oh no, that's why we're doing it. And they have the MGM Sportsbook where I won all that money, and it's right there. So we got a lot right there. So it'll be fun. But let me do the updated. It's going to be prime time. Let's see, prime time. Phil.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Just to go hang out, man. You know, that's. I mean,
have you ever been to Vegas?
Never been to Vegas.
Well, it's a 4-mile strip. The airport is literally a mile. You can see it. You can see the planes from the background. That's how close it is, and it's just it's whatever you want, man. You got the Sphere there. I know Phil wants to go at least hang by the Sphere. You could walk. I've walked the strip many times. It's kind of that time of year would probably be nice because when I go, it was always in August. So, you know.
So what's the weather like in there in November? Is it warm, cold?
60s.
60s? Okay.
60s and 70s at night. Probably like 80s during the day. You know.
Yeah, we about to.
Oh, I know.
We about to have fun.
Randy McIntyre's got his room. I think West Virginia Country Boy. They say they're getting a room. I'm gonna hope. Oscar Perini's going.
And something might change too. I mean, my plan right now is to stay with y'all, but if I get enough bonuses at work, I can probably maybe get a room and split with somebody. But I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
I'm going, but that's the plan right now to stay with y'all. But plans could change.
That's fine.
If someone else wants to go and room up,
well, you got Mark Torres. He was asking me. He's gonna stay next door. He wants to stay because it's a lot cheaper. You know, so that's up to you guys. But you know,
so Arturo says, "Loyal, you got hookers you can talk to." I'm not looking for a lot lizards, Arturo.
Nah, man. You especially
that's
in Vegas.
That's Wade's world.
Especially in Vegas. Nah, man. Nah. Don't. That's dirty. We call that trifling. Nah, man. No. No parts. But I'm doing it. I got Loyal. I got Randy. Let's see, Randy McIntyre. I had lost my list. I'm just trying to keep it. Randy McIntyre, Oscar Perini. It's getting pretty big. P-A-R-I.
I wish Mark could go.
Well, that's fine. But again, this is he ain't going. I didn't ask him. So,
Yeah.
prime time, game time, loyal. Randy, Oscar. Who am I missing here?
Brian Oscar says, "Who needs room?"
Mark Therese. Mark Therese, Rock, we call him. He went out to me, him, and Mark. We went and redid Stuart Morrison's mom's house after.
What's up, Frohouse?
I
don't know if I pronounced your name right.
It's Felix, but yeah, Frohouse is good.
Okay.
Ultra Cowboy going. Ultra's going, and he's gonna pay Drew his debt in person.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Oh, he owes him a bottle. He's going to give him $100 or something. But then it's probably going to change hands right away.
But we got to remember, we got out here, even trolls or not, we're all together there. We're not there to scrap or nothing like that.
Yeah.
We're out to have a good time.
Oh, no. Nobody's scrapping. No.
Oh, God.
God.
Hey, what's going on, Asia?
So, yeah.
Hey, game time.
Hey, how are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Wade's with Wade, that's it. Walker Wade. I'll get the rest. But anyway, what's going on? So, obviously this is a dead zone here. This is a dead zone this time of year, everybody's thinking that they're all that. I don't know. I mean, again, what do you guys really want? And we'll go to Jesse. What's up, Joe? Let's go to you first, brother. I mean, what are you thinking with your Giants? What's your thought? Like, as you sit here
right
5
now,
weeks before the season, what are you really looking forward to?
Right now, those OTAs look very good. Dart looks sharp. Russell very good with the receivers. How could I say? He liked the way neighbors caught the ball, how he was throwing it, how he was catching it. So far so good. We just gotta see what's gonna go on with the rest with regular season, regular team activities. I'm hoping they'll be all right.
Yeah, and just know that we're always hammering your schedule, but things change in a heartbeat in the NFL from one year to the next. Just because we're sitting back saying, "Oh my God, the schedule is horrible and we're not going to win," a lot of those teams may fall off. I mean, you just don't know.
Of course.
What's up, EJB?
I'm not going to. And there's my O-line. I'm suspect with, but it is what it is. They got to tighten up. No, nobody's
and
hurt.
The thing I'll say this about the Giants. And all the years I've known the Giants they've always been a team that plays good off of momentum. If they get good momentum going, then they play good. And it's always been that way, even back in the 80s. I remember back when Phil Simms got hurt. Jeff Hostetler came in. Everybody thought, they're going to get crushed by the 49ers. And then they went on a roll. Like back when 2007, when they put us out, they went on a roll. They were playing like ass all year. We swept them. Then they got in the playoffs and they beat us and they went on a roll. That's the thing about the Giants.
We ended up becoming
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, brother?
Jesse.
The year of the Road Warriors. I remember that.
Game time.
Yes.
I remember I was surprised we beat your Cowboys in 07.
Yeah, I was shocked. That was supposed to be our year, man. I was so mad.
What happened to your finger?
I got injured at work and dislocated my finger.
Oh my Lord! Would you get caught in something? Would you get?
I slipped. No, I slipped.
Jeremy Murphy took me
Jesse
5
Drew
hours
says the Giants
cash,
are going to start. Y'all going to start 2-0. That's what Drew said.
I'm glad. Hey, from yours to God's ears, as I always say. But right now, my defense.
I'm glad he got confident in us.
What's up, Jeremy? How are you, brother?
I'm confident in my team. I want to see my team does. This is, like I said, the proving ground. If we get some good games, if we get some games that they said we're not supposed to win.
What's up, Ray Urzula?
Right now, Jason Jackson Dodd is looking good right now in practice.
No, not only that, the receivers are really combining with Russell Wilson, and I want to see what they do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
But I like the energy in my team, though, in Dallas. I really do. I think
you
I've felt this way in a long time. I'm not saying this just to talk out my head. I feel I really
Well, if
feel
anybody
like,
knows
you know,
loyal, that's not what he does. If
this
anything,
coach, this
loyal
coach
is
right here,
negative, right? If
yeah,
anything,
this coach here, he comes in there with urgency and
Not,
he has a chip on his shoulder. Like I
not
keep
Charlie.
telling
Charlie
people,
look like he's
he's
gonna be
he
positive.
he's been denied so many times. I mean, imagine being on your job for 20 years and telling you, oh, well, you're just not good enough. And keep
yeah,
hearing that over and over again. Then when you get that shot, and that's kind of where he is.
well, that's
I've
what
been
I
in the league
kind
for
of
20
see.
years, and you've seen all
Yeah.
these people, Kellen Moore, all these other coaches that have one good year, and all of a sudden they're head coaches. But he's been dealing with
It,
this for 20
Well,
years.
see,
So that's why I
that's
think
this looks like a breath of fresh air for you guys.
well, that's and what that's kind of why I would like when I talk about the Giants, Jesse. That's again, I don't know what to think about Brian Daboll. That's the thing. I don't know what to
Well,
think about Brian Daboll because that's my concern. Everybody just
yeah, true.
like
Me too.
just like there is a concern with Schottenheimer. Obviously, we don't know what the hell we're getting. We like it, but nothing's happened yet. We'll see what
But
happens when they take
yeah,
boot to ass and how they bounce back.
Randy.
but
And
all
Yeah,
the
at the
other
same time,
teams that didn't believe in him, they said, "Oh, we're good." Like
I don't
Seattle.
know how many.
Oh, we're
Yeah, you're
good.
right. You're right. Yeah.
All these
Hi,
other teams,
Randy.
you
Hey,
know.
how
Still
y'all
Randy.
doing? I'm
So
gonna put myself on mute, guys.
All right.
I'm
Robert.
excited though. I'm really 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 excited about this
Same
year.
here. Same here.
You
You know
know,
what it
it's
is?
a new era.
Yeah.
We got a new. Let's face it, we got a brand new offensive line. It's a new era. Period.
The only
So
thing
Like I
that
said, I'm
remains
giving
the
my team a
same.
new's
chance.
not always bad. When people think of new, oh well, you got growing. Yeah, you got growing pains, but new can also be good too.
Yeah,
You know?
especially in that
True.
first year. A lot of times in that first year, there's a nice a turnaround. Now, again, if we're fair, it could not work, right? It could not work. I mean, I like where we're at, but it could not work, and we could be
That's
sitting
any
here
team.
at 7,
And it's
8
kind of an
wins
advantage
again,
because
and it could happen.
a lot of people don't know how to tape for it. They don't have tape on us yet. They don't know what to expect. Last year they had, okay, Mike McCarthy's
You
You know what I'm
playbook,
afraid
but
of? This is what I'm afraid of. And I'm not trying to be negative, everybody. I'm afraid that my quarterback is not going to be able to pick it up fast enough or
That's on him.
maybe that's why I say no excuses, Loyal. Or maybe he falls back in his old habits, locks in on people he trusts as opposed to just getting the ball out. That's what made Tony so
yeah, he
good.
has no excuse. He got Pickens. He better do something.
That's what makes Tony Romo so good, and everybody goes, he wasn't that good. He was a
But
great quarterback. He just couldn't stay healthy.
I mean, if he can't throw to George Pickens and he got two good receivers, then that's a problem. And
Yeah.
You know what it is too.
you got Ferguson and you got all these other receivers.
Yeah,
I expect
know.
him to be throwing to
You got
Pickens.
Cavante Turpin,
Lamb.
you got Jaden Blue, you got Miles Sanders.
I don't want him to see him throwing to Tolbert all the time.
You
Again.
know what it is though. It is just like my team too, our fans too, like your fans. Fear of the unknown.
But that's my just to finish up with the Giants. I feel
Drew,
like that's
there is tape on Shoddy, but Mike McCarthy was calling the plays.
What, like,
What
again,
makes me
I
wonder
don't
what
know
Shoddy
what
was
tape it is.
doing
I
there.
guess the tape where he was calling the plays with the Jets and he went to 2 AFC Championship games. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I know he didn't have much to do with Seattle's success. I know he wasn't calling plays in Seattle. But I like what I'm saying. Like, if you look at what he's talking about, what he's like trying to run, he wants motion. We were towards the bottom of the league in motion. He wants motion. Now, all that comes with penalties and not having your act together and being on the same page. That's why I say it could not go. It could not go great. We'll see, but it's a season of optimism right now, and we shall see. I put the graph up on the thumbnail.
And he doesn't seem like a yes man.
No, he's not a yes man, and
It's obvious he's not. Because Jones hasn't said nothing to him.
he got his guys, right? And he comes off as a guy who's going to throw everything out and try and win. He's not going to leave a stone unturned because this may be his first and only chance. If he doesn't succeed in Dallas, he may not get another chance, right? So that's where he may actually be successful. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means making the playoffs. Again, I would love to do a Super Bowl. That would be great, but that's just a hope and a dream right now. Now you got to, as bad as you were last year, you got to get back into the playoffs. and you got to make hay, and you got to hope that some of these other teams aren't as good as they were last year. That's kind of where you're at. Talent wise,
just for the record, trolls, I'm not sitting here trying to say we're the best team in the league. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're Super Bowl bound, but I feel pretty damn good about my team.
You're allowed to have your
real
opinion
about it.
now.
I'm not gonna sit here and piss on my team and say, oh, we suck. You know, I can't
Like
do
I
that.
said, Laurel.
You're always
like
negative,
I said, Laurel,
so
fear
it's
the
nice.
unknown.
It's nice. Again, to me, it's going to build. You know, I need to see stuff. I need to see little landmarks. I need to see us be able to stop the run better than we did last year. We were 29th in the league and against the run. That's not good enough to win and have a winning record in the NFL. So if what happens is what's been happening in year one of Eberflus, he's going to bring us at least to the middle of the pack. Well, that's a big deal. That's nice. You know, is it good enough? I mean, I don't know, but if you get around 15, you know, stopping the run, that would be good. You know, running the ball, okay, that's going to be a landmark for Dallas. We have not been able to run the ball between the tackles in really quite some time. Success, I mean, like consistently. I'm not talking spread the offense and spread out. Sometimes you have to do that. Like you go up against Philly, I don't really care. They're going to be really good up the middle. So you're going to have to loosen them up some way, then maybe set up the run. That's how you play the real good teams. You need to be kind of scheme it up. But week to week, you should be able to run the ball with these three interior guys. If you can't, then there could be problems.
And in all fairness, last season, I believe that Jerry Jones set Mike McCarthy up for failure. I truly believe that. He set him up for failure because he didn't do anything. He didn't do shit. Excuse my language. Yeah. And I believe he set him up for failure.
Apologize for it, man. Say it. Hey, Linda, how are you?
I know some people are Christians. I don't like to cuss.
I'm Christian too, but you know,
I believe in God, but I don't, like to cuss more than I have to.
Yeah, I gotta stop saying.
Game time. I'm hearing Shador saying it. I'm hearing Shador saying it. It's showing out in practice.
He is. He's doing good. I'm happy for him. But again,
he might. Shador might surprise all of us.
Joey.
I mean, he's been getting dull.
As long as he's not on my team, I don't care.
I mean, granted, he brought the attention on himself because he gets out there
Jesse,
and makes these remarks. I'm this and that.
Absolutely
but
not.
He's been kind of getting blackballed too. So maybe now that he given a shot, he might go out there and ball out.
He did it to himself, Laurel. He did it to himself.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, but nonetheless he got blackballed.
His dad had a lot to do with it. His dad had a lot to do with that.
What's up?
Nothing
Wait a minute. Drew says, loyal, it's a given Eberflus is going to improve the team. Zimmer did improve the team, Drew. Zimmer did improve the team. I think that on Zimmer's way out, he did that on purpose because he knew he was going to leave. Because all along, he's been telling Catboy, I need these players and I need them now. And they kept telling him no. So I think he did that on purpose on his way out and took all those players with him.
Is that the dryer?
You're talking about Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
That's okay. I thought you were talking
about Drew had said it's like he said it's given Eberflus is going to improve the team. What about Dan Quinn? That's what he said. And Dan Quinn did have us good. I mean, compared to when Mike McCarthy first got here,
no, he said that about Zimmer.
Our defense was so bad.
No, it's because you mentioned Mike Zimmer. That's why I was like, Mike Zimmer didn't. I think he was already getting ready to retire.
Yeah, I think he was
came back
out.
for a season.
Again, this is all speculation at this point. We thought that, but again, I know nobody gives us credit, but we were annihilated on defense with injuries, so much so that we're starting this year with guys still being out. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you could say whatever you want about the guys that Dallas went out and got. They've allotted a lot of capital in bringing in a bunch of new guys. So we'll see. It could work. It could not. I like the vibe of the team. I don't sit here and say it's going to be all sunshine and roses. Believe me when I tell you. But that doesn't hamper you.
Oh, you said Zimmer, Drew? Okay, my bad.
That doesn't hamper you from being happy and excited. We're young. Even with all the guys we brought in, we're young. Yeah, that's all. That's all it really is. All this hyperbole back and forth about what people think. That's what makes it fun. We don't have to agree, we don't. So, but I thought that then the thumbnail, I just show a couple. I thought it was neat that we're the only division. I didn't realize that in football that has multiple. Every team has multiple Super Bowls. Did you see the one division where it's just the Colts? And let's face it, it's been a long time. Well, you got the Colts with 2 and everybody else with nothing. I mean, it really is crazy.
Yep. NFC East, the only team with every team got a Super Bowl.
But that's nuts. I never really looked at it that way.
Look at the South.
I just never. I tried to find a thumbnail with the last 30 years because the Eagles would have had more division titles, but that was.
Yeah, I think the NFC East has like over almost 25 like Super Bowl appearances.
They got 11 Super Bowls
with every team
in the NFC East. 11 total.
Yeah, I think it's about being clutch at this point. You got to seize your opportunity. When you get into the playoffs, you need to win. That's why no more excuses.
That's the Ultra Cowboy said he wants your job.
Well, I go to church. All we do is cost the church. I don't know what kind of church we're going to, but I swear everywhere time get a chance. Listen, just because you go to church doesn't mean we don't sin. I don't go to church as much as I should. So, but
not me.
We're
it's
all
been a long time.
Tunchi, NFC East Beast. We run the NFL. What's up, brother? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go. You could believe in God. You don't have to go to church to believe in. Have
prime time in the house. Is prime time in here?
And I hate when people say that. Oh, you got to go to church.
Oh yeah, I've heard that a lot. I said, look, I do what I gotta do. Stay in my lane. Do what I gotta do.
Yeah,
and that's all.
I think the most important thing is if you're kind unto others, that's all that really matters.
Yep.
I remember going to church when I was a kid with my mother, and it was all Latin church, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, I've been there. Oof.
My mother was Italian, so she would actually like going to her. Like,
I know my mom was like that too.
It was crazy. I'm like, damn, scared the hell out of me. But anyway,
it is good to worship, Arturo. It is.
What's
I'm just saying that just because you don't go to church doesn't mean
Howie.
you. That's all I'm saying.
So, Rob, as you sit here, how do you feel about, I know we talked about it, but there's not much to talk about, so we're going to talk about it again. How do you feel about your team, the Eagles, as you sit here 5 weeks? What's your first thoughts when it regards to your birds and repeating and,
A little bit concerning. I want Jalen to, keep the main thing.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Oscar, indeed.
I want him to simply just stay focused. Don't let this get him too high.
Stop listening to the negative shit.
Yeah, and then people are calling Hollywood hurts now and so on and so forth. Just stay hungry. I want them to stay focused. Enjoy the season. It was a great season. But I want them to refocus and come training camp and everything, and because repeating is hard. I mean, that's it. Getting on top, I think is a lot easier than maintaining staying on top. So with that said, hopefully they stay hungry.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to touch on everybody. I wish Momo was in here, or I did. I think Chris Dooley is now a Zoom crew member. He's getting his act together. He's going to join and help with the commandos, but that's kind of where you should be. I think that's a healthy way to think. Like I know, like Ultra, he's 100% in, man. He's 100% in, and he really believes. To me, I'm really like, I like what we've done, and I think we could do good, but it's gonna have to gradually. They're gonna have to prove it to me before I could I'm gonna listen. I'm a fan, right? So I'm gonna sit there and before each game be hyped. But that one game where the rug gets pulled out from under me and we look like crap, I'm gonna be like, what the, it's gonna be like, it's just, I got one eye open right now. I gotta wait and see it, but I like what's going on. So and that's all I was trying to tell Drew like a week or two ago. I was basically saying, the fans are entitled. You're more level-headed than a lot of them. They're entitled to do whatever, but I don't think the players are doing that. I think the players know exactly what you said, that it's not very rare that a team repeats, and you need to have the right mindset. Hopefully, the Eagles do for your sake.
Yeah, I mean, to be more specific, I'm happy where our offense is. We have all returning except our, the right guard, but we have depth there. I hope that these defensive ends step up and fill in for what, missing Sweat and Brandon Graham. So hopefully our younger guys like Jalix Hunt, he showed out in the Super Bowl. He had a great Super Bowl. Jomo kind of taking Milton Williams' place. I like the fact that how he drafts for depth and so I think we're deep there. Little bit worried. I think, Keeley's going to step in and do good, but there's going to be some growing pains along the way if he becomes a full-time starter. But what Howie does is what Howie does. And what I mean by that is that if Keeley isn't the one,
everybody's waiting.
He will go out and make a move.
Everybody's waiting for a move, Rob.
Right, exactly. He'll go out and make a move. He'll go out.
I don't know if he will right now, but everybody is waiting that he's going to do something around here. They're like, wow, I'm surprised he hadn't done something. They're all waiting for something. I don't know what that is necessarily. Defensive end. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe another wide receiver. I don't really know. I can speak for Momo. Y'all suck. CZ, thank you, brother. Thank you. Lord Momo was coming in hot on Mark's channel last night, respectfully, my team. Hallie, yeah, I was, I think I said a couple things.
Same time, is the Cowboys loaded?
Are they loaded?
Daniel said you're not a loaded team.
Yeah, I never said we were loaded. No. We got a lot. I think it's hard
There's
to say.
not too many loaded teams in the NFL right now.
I would say this. We have the potential offensively to be loaded, but it's at least that, we're not there yet. You got to show me. Sorry, I got a fucking mosquito. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say loaded. No. I'm in a cautiously optimistic, I'm in a better frame of mind than I was last year.
Cowboys will be a better team than last year.
I'm in a better frame of mind, Wade, than I was last year. Last year, remember, and again, I know people are tired of hearing it, but then there's not much to talk about. I was in a position.
Last offseason, we didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything. So, okay, now we'll see if I will say this. Dallas normally does a very good job getting cheaper guys who outperform their deal. Like an Eric Hendricks who just had 100 tackles and, he came in, did well. A lot of guys, remember we brought in Dante Fowler. Nobody wanted him. He went and turned himself into something, went to Washington, had a hell of a year. Not sure why Washington didn't want him, but they didn't. And, their loss is our gain. I don't know if my Cowboy people have noticed. I know Ultra sent me a couple things. I was reading. There's a guy named Sam Williams for the Cowboys, a defensive end who, I think as a rookie, he had an ACL tear. He was the one that was speeding on the highway or racing and got into a little bit of trouble. Nice kid, immature. Dude looks friggin' phenomenal. I mean, he basically, I can mute you. I can hear your background. Basically, he won like the off-season award for just putting in the work. I muted you because we're hearing stuff, Aisha. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, yeah. Let's see. Ultra Cowboy, only QBs with 3 chips or more in Super Bowl era to go undefeated. Yeah, I didn't really want to get into that. I don't see Philly D in here. I don't know why we got to do that, man. I was just responding to a couple people and just telling everybody, hey, you guys can do you. But why you brought Troy Aikman up? You don't need to bring up Troy Aikman. I don't understand.
Troy Aikman's legacy's already sealed. It is what it is.
Why are we bringing up Troy?
3-time Super Bowl champion. I know it's been 30 years, but
don't put me in a corner and have to defend Troy because
we don't need to. You don't need to defend 3-time Super Bowl champions. That's ridiculous.
I don't even want to go there, man. Don't even want to go there.
Even Tubo.
I hate saying it because it was 30 years ago. But again,
you don't need to say it. I mean, we really don't need to say anything because it's
like things like you could pull a stat. I think Rob knows. You could pull a stat out of anything and turn it into that. Okay, all right. Does it really matter about sometimes stats? Sometimes just give me the guy who wins.
No, yeah, it just matters.
If it wins.
Just matters who can get it done when it matters.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want a quarterback to throw up good stats, like who's a beast and can
Well,
get it done in the postseason. Yeah, we all want that. Everybody wants that. But
Wait, I got news for you, brother. I don't really care if Dak has good stats because it ain't gonna mean shit to me. Sorry,
but
because I heard Mark.
As long as he do it in the playoffs.
Again, I don't care.
All I'm saying is
he could have win the MVP. I don't care. What are you gonna do at the end of the year?
My whole thing is everybody.
An attitude
everyone who talks shit. Look, everyone who talks shit about Troy, go look at them. Go look at that man's stats in the playoffs. They were off the charts.
I don't know.
Like, dude, his record was like 22-3 or some shit, and his like touchdown.
11. I think he had like 11. I don't know. Put in the comments. I don't know. I have no idea how many playoff wins. I would imagine it's a lot.
Well, it's like Donovan. Donovan has 7 NFC championships.
No, it doesn't matter. Like if Jalen Hurts goes to let's say Jalen Hurts wins back-to-back Super Bowls this year. He wins the Super Bowl this year. Everyone who hates Jalen, you ain't gonna be able to say shit. The man went to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and won 2. You can't say shit no more after that.
He won 1.
I know, but I'm saying if he won back-to-back this season and he went to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and won 2 of them, you can't say shit after that. I'm sorry, you can't say nothing.
Anything now. That's the difference between me and other people. I'll do a morning drive and I'll say, I'll say something and I don't like how you underhand slam Jalen. Dude's won a Super Bowl. What do you guys really care if I needle you a little bit or bring up a stat? Stop worrying about every word I say and just enjoy the damn Super Bowl. Again, we'll see. His legacy will be cemented or won't be cemented. I mean, he won a Super Bowl. So has Eli. Eli's won 2, and people are still bitching that he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. So, I don't know.
Game time. Did you by chance?
He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame one way or another. So.
What's that, Rob?
Did you by chance catch the interview with Rich Eisen that he did with Morris Chestnut?
I have not. No.
I'll get quick to the point. Don't want to be really lengthy about it, but simply they're talking about Jalen Hurts, just winning the Super Bowl, and Rich was saying, he would still take Lamar, he'd still take Josh Allen over Jalen, and I get some of that because of the stats and who's a better thrower of the football, and Morris came to Jalen's defense and said, well, why would you take them over Jalen? He's the winner, and Rich Eisen's point was, well, let's see if he could do it again, and then if he could do it again, I would take him over the other 4, and then Morris Chestnut said, well, they haven't done it once. So why does he got to do it again when Lamar's never done it? Josh has never done it. So why does he got to do it again to win 2 to kind of show his worthiness to be up there in the top 5 as far as, top quarterbacks? And that's how I feel about it. Dude just won 1. Like that shit that Lamar still hasn't done. That stuff that Josh still hasn't done.
Again, there you go.
Burrow hasn't done it.
You just brought up a guy who I've been hard on. I've been hard on Lamar, but yet I have some Eagle fans want to throw Lamar up against Dak because he's won playoff games. All right, so again, we keep moving the bar. Up until last year he had 2 playoff wins.
Right.
I mean, okay. My thing is, what have you done when you get to the big game? How do you perform? How do you come out of the tunnel?
That's what Tom Brady was talking about, Brian. What matters is what happens, what plays you make, the decisions you make when you get in the playoffs. The throws, the decisions, not putting your team in bad spots. Those are the quarterbacks that get the job done.
Exactly. And that's, something Lamar just doesn't do. I know that is costing me literally $4,000 in bets, $2,000 each year. And I bet on him in the playoffs and he comes up short.
I mean,
how about Josh Allen?
Is
that who we're talking about?
How many bones?
Lamar. We're talking Lamar.
Oh, okay. I thought so, but I saw somebody brought up, he can't get past the Chiefs. Yeah, and just like Josh Allen.
Did we see Brett Favre making the playoffs?
Josh Allen has not won a Super Bowl. Has he? Has he gone to a Super Bowl?
Same thing about Phil Simms. Phil Simms has 2 rings for us.
Well, all I'm saying is,
Well,
winning
he's
a
got
Super
one
Bowl isn't
technically.
the
Well, he's
only
got
thing.
two, but he does only have one as a starting quarterback. But
Exactly. Yeah.
But Wade is saying
yeah.
is if Jalen goes back and wins another. Listen, I think you sound foolish when you argue now. I don't like when we get into, well, he's better than this. That's what's fun.
yeah, I don't want to do that.
But it don't mean
but
nothing.
Like when you like, yeah, it doesn't mean nothing. My whole thing is like, I don't like arguing quarterbacks, but it's like, okay, like guys, like we got to look at NFL history and as a total. Like, dude, you cannot call a quarterback garbage that goes to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Let's just say that he does win this Super Bowl.
Troy's garbage. There were Philly D
No,
was saying that Jalen Hurts has a higher passing percentage in Super Bowls, so he's a quarterback. That's
Than
what
who?
he said. Than Aikman.
I want to say something.
Eagles fans. I don't want to
Not
burst your bubble or
Eagles,
anything
Philly
like
D.
that.
That's not put it on everybody.
Okay, Philly D. I don't want to burst your bubble. I'm sorry, but if the '93 Cowboys lined up and played the 2024 Eagles today, I'm sorry, they're kicking the shit out of y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. They are literally steamrolling the shit out of y'all.
And I think.
Well, let's talk about now.
Yeah, but I think most teams from back then in a pre-salary cap era would probably win today. Ultra Cowboy says can't be top 5 if you're 29th in passing. Again, that's where we're getting into stats. I hear what you're saying, Ultra, but they didn't have to pass because they had a great running game. And I hate to stick up for the Eagles, but if you have such a great running game, like we all complain about, I don't, but some Cowboy fans, some Cowboy content creators like to throw Aikman's stats out there and compare him to
There go
Dak
Philly D
Prescott.
game time.
What?
He just came in the chat.
Who?
People like to come.
Philly D.
Yes. I'm going to repeat that. Some Cowboy content creators like to compare Troy Aikman and his stats to Dak Prescott. And I hate that because it puts me in a position to say, Dak Prescott.
Heard Law Nation.
Dak Prescott, go take a seat. You're not in the same room with him.
We've also heard Law Nation throw Peyton Manning stats, comparing Peyton Manning to Dak. It's like, bro, can we stop it here, guys? We're getting ridiculous here.
It's ridiculous. It's not fair to Dak. Dak is 2-1 versus Hurts, so that makes him top 5.
Oh God!
There we go. Ultra's on a roll, baby. Get ready for Vegas.
I mean, Randall Cunningham was beating Aikman in the '90s. Sometimes does that make Randall Cunningham better than Troy? I mean, damn. Where are we going with it?
Here's the bottom
what
line.
I always say. We got our ass kicked. I was there most of the time.
It's like Game Time said. I'm tired of hearing about the past.
Well,
I want to
look. We got nothing to talk about right now, Loyal. That's why we're talking about it. We're not bringing up the
we're
past.
Just talking about it.
I'm just saying, Loyal, that stop. Really, I don't care about. I'm not talking about the Eagles or Jalen necessarily. I'm saying stop bringing up Troy Aikman and trying to compare him with anybody because
Aikman has been gone for 30 years. Or actually, technically 25 years.
He had 3 opportunities, and I'll be honest, 95 Dallas wasn't particularly very good. Right? They were on the way down. They were beat up. They played Neil O'Donnell and got lucky. Troy doesn't lose the Super Bowl, but Hurts Dilfer does.
Hold on, that's the whole thing.
Green Bay helped us get to that Super Bowl because I believe.
But here's another argument though, because everyone talks about, oh man, you need a top 5 this, top 5 that to win the Super Bowl. 95 Cowboys are a prime example of middle of the pack offense and defense that won the Super Bowl.
Only reason we got there, Wade, was because Green Bay took care of the 49ers. I guarantee you, if we would have played the 49ers that year, they would have whooped our ass. Because we played them in a regular season when we had Deion Sanders and they whooped our ass. And we didn't have to play them again because Green Bay beat them and we had Green Bay's number.
That's possible, but Brett Favre was the MVP that year. They were good.
Yeah, but we had their number back then. Well, I'm saying the 49ers, they were.
Yeah, I think
I'm glad we didn't have to play them again because I believe we wouldn't be having a conversation about 5 Super Bowls.
I was going to talk to Rob about that. I know because I had just real quick, CZ, you brought up something. I just want to get, because like before I forget, so you guys can hold me accountable. Rob, are you going to give us some betting tips this year? Now, here's the deal. I was going to do a show, maybe like a pregame last year with Rob. It just
Logan, how do you figure the Niners have our numbers in? Period. No,
not in
we
history.
Beat them back-to-back years.
No, Logan, in history, we own the
Niners.
Recently,
they've owned
everybody
us.
has our number. pretty much.
But in the 90s, we've owned them.
Ultra Troy won.
The Cowboys owned the Niners in the
CB.
70s.
Yeah, Ultra says Troy won the 95 Super Bowl with a cornerback and a wide receiver too. Again, he put the team on his back, not necessarily stats, just leadership. But what I was thinking, Rob, and I'll talk to you off air about it, maybe do like a Saturday morning. I don't know. I'd have to be off, so I'd have to figure it out. Or maybe we tape it and do it like a half hour or something of like a betting show or 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Where you bet college, right? Or
I bet college and
just
pro.
stick to football and do like college and pro. Maybe like tape it and then I'll just release it. That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be fun
great.
because it takes away all the bullshit and it's just strictly betting. I was going to ask you that, so that would be cool if you would want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've showed you some of my betting slips.
Oh, I know.
Where it shows me like winning $2,000 here, or losing $2,000 on Aubrey's missed
But
field
I just
goal
like
and
the
that.
idea of like talking about a handful of college games, maybe some of your favorite, maybe just start thinking about maybe how you would put some picks together, or maybe pick a parlay. I don't know how you like
Absolutely.
it. I don't know if you like doing that type of stuff. I always stayed away from teaser bets, but like parlays, fine. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll do that. But Clemente says, I just cannot wait for the game. One Sunday is eating humble pie. Rob A. Clemente. Again, what does humble pie mean? Winning one particular game or getting on a roll? I think I'm going to enjoy the season. Okay, hopefully, knock on wood, that I can actually enjoy the season and just not be, sorry, that's how I felt. You guys can't. Some of you fans can't tell me how to feel. I felt like I got the rug pulled out from under me on many levels last year, and it sucked. It was a rough year, but shit like that happens. What did that allow us to do? That allow us to pick high in the draft for every round, and you got to take advantage of these years. Where you are in the top 15 of the draft. You have to. We were what, 12? You got to take advantage of that. We'll see if Tyler Booker hits. Man, that's going to help. If
you got some fresh faces.
If Savon, it's different though from fresh faces and impact players. We need to have a draft where we have multiple impact players. We can't just hit on one guy and him be sky's the limit and everybody else stink. Because
that's why we've been successful.
we drafted an All-Pro, but the rest of the draft class stinks. We can't have.
We drafted Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. We've gotten package deals like Zeke. The year that Dak and Zeke came out, no one seen Dak Prescott coming out having a year like he did. No one, not me.
I agree.
Zeke was our focal point, and no one said anything about Dak until he played.
What's up, Primetime Phil?
Well. No, I didn't say nothing here, but I said that Dak was going to be good with my own boys. I was happy when we drafted him because I watched him in college.
I didn't watch him in college.
I did.
I seen that game. I remember he made his debut against the Rams in preseason, and I was like, "That's going to be our guy."
Drew, you're not welcome on that show. You can be with Leo and talk. You guys can smoke weed and talk birds. I'm playing with you, Drew. But I wanted Rob because he bets. You don't bet, Drew. Are we
doing fantasy football here or no?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. Every time I do fantasy football, somebody pisses me off where they don't follow through with something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It ain't gonna be no money involved. Let's put it that way. So I still gotta send. Send Primetime Phil his winnings. His
PTP,
plaque, and I gotta send Eagles Drew. Maybe I'll bring it to Vegas. I'll get it made. I gotta get Mark to make it. Mark doesn't do wood anymore. Pause. So I gotta get him to do it.
Do you want Momo to go with you to Vegas?
I'm good.
Yo, TZ in the chat said he wants Momo to go with go with y'all.
I don't mind Momo coming. Sure.
I'm actually gonna head to Vegas too now.
Are you coming, Rock? Oh, come on.
I was
getting the band together. We got the Hangover 4.
If everybody,
if anybody want to split a room, let me know.
It depends on how my betting goes. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
I hit a couple big ones, I'll throw some aside because it's cheap to fly out to Vegas from here.
Yeah.
We got the Hangover 4 over
well,
there.
that's what they were talking about, Rob. Nobody's
Yes,
really
sir.
going to the game on Monday night. Everybody's just
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
a-
hang out.
I'm gonna do a poker
$500,
tournament.
Rob.
And
I know. I'm gonna play
500?
poker.
Rob, you know what I thought was kind of fitting? When I used to go down and shoot in pool tournaments, I used to go on the other end of the strip, way down where the old Riviera used to be. And behind the Riviera, there's a biggest sports book. I can't think of the hotel right now, but it sits like one block off the strip. I can't think of where I stayed. But anyway, where I was staying in Mandalay, it's like it's the sports app that I use and won all the money last year, MGM
Game
Sportsbook.
time. Be what October just said.
Arturo. Be ready, guys, to change diapers in Las Vegas to change Drew and Momo.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, Linda, they have the MGM Sportsbook in the Mandalay, which I thought was funny because that's the app where my, who was it? Oh, my sister-in-law, who lives in Colorado, gave me a $25. No, I used to bet all the time. I told you, Rob, I used to go down Atlantic City, but I kind of hit it hard. I didn't do too well, and I just stopped for the most part. But I do a little bit, and so I turned $2,500. I mean, a $25 MGM gift card into I don't know, like $2,800 last year. So that was pretty
I remember
nice.
you telling me about that. That's
Man.
That's
I
awesome.
just kept rolling it over with the Eagles. I was sharing my picks on here, but I did the Eagles. I did like few of the teams, but then I also did Hurts and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I mean, listen, me and Randy talked about it. Just because we're not fans of the team, I'm sure, I don't know why Rob would bet the Dallas anytime soon, but I know he bet him a couple years ago, and Aubrey screwed him over. Or was it last year?
Yeah, he screwed me over on that one, but I made more money off Dallas than I lost.
You normally can make it because the line's inflated.
Yeah.
The line's
Exactly,
normally inflated with Dallas. So,
yeah.
Yep,
you're right. You're exactly right about that.
So just know that, because the whole idea about gambling is not so much who's better, who's worse, and look at the line. It's basically just getting bets on both sides. That's the idea. They want bets on both sides, and they don't want to take a killing. They don't want to get, make a little bit and get bets on both sides. And
that's exactly what I did last night too. Because last night I took OKC, because I know they always start off hot for the most part.
Yeah.
And I took 6.5. I put 1,000
in the
down.
First half?
I did 6.5 in the first half.
Yeah.
And then after I hit that, I used that money. And then I took
fuck, that's
Andy
messed up, isn't
plus.
it?
It is.
I mean, when you think about it, you won on
My
a
wife was
team
like, okay,
up.
I'm confused. Who are we going for now? Because I flipped the bet, and I put the after the first half, I got paid out right away from BetMGM. I threw that money on Indy because they're
I don't know,
the second
Joey.
half team.
Wasn't me, bro.
So it was like plus. I think it was like plus 16 last night.
Rob, do you bet from an app on a phone or?
Yeah, BetMGM app.
Oh, so you did? Okay, yeah. I've used them all. I have them all. I started
I
out
have
with
that and FanDuel.
FanDuel. That was my go-to. I've never had any luck with DraftKings. I had more luck with I did their fantasy, like their week to week fantasy, and I did that for a while. But I'll be honest. If I do anything, I still mainly use a guy. Why? I don't know why, but I have a guy that, if I want to do something, I do it. Sledhead, what's up, brother? Hey, Game Time. Hope I was going to meet you guys at Lambeau, but you folks going to Vegas. Sledhead, are we playing in Green Bay? Again.
Yeah.
I don't know that we are. I don't know.
In Dallas.
Yeah, it's in Dallas. Oh, just real quick. I don't mean to get sidetracked. Randy, how did your appointment go, brother?
Well, great news. My right knee that is the bad knee. They're only going to do it's a different type of surgery. It's half of. I'm not replacing my whole knee. It's just half of my knee, which means instead of me having 6 months of working out, and all that therapy, I'll just have about 8 weeks.
Oh shoot! Now that and they're not going to touch the other one now, or what?
Don't know yet.
Okay,
Don't know
good,
until
good.
to my right one has to be.
This is the
This
worst
is great
one.
news.
Yeah, that's awesome news, man. That's
Yes.
awesome
I've
news.
seen Troy in the hospital too.
Yeah,
I've seen that too.
Yeah, I was gonna text him, but he normally sees, that I'm on and hops on. Just wanted to jump in and listen to the live while I finish my deliveries. JD, man, be careful, brother. Be careful. Yeah, that's great news. Randy, Ultra's going, man. Ultra is going.
Yeah, we're gonna have you go, Randy.
Yeah, I heard.
Get you a pimped
We're
out
gonna have
scooter.
a good old time.
We're gonna have a pimped out scooter. You're gonna be on a pimped out scooter going down the strip.
With a jungle juice
and everything
jungle
else.
Juice
We got you.
Right now, it looks like it's prime time. Me, Loyal, Randy, Oscar, Ultra, Drew, Mark, Therese. We need to get Wade to go.
AKA Rock.
We need to get Wade, West Virginia Country Boy, and the Ward family. So that's 1, 2, 3,
and bring Momo.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. I would say at least 10 of those are guarantees. Joe Tranchino, what's up, brother? So we'll see. But like the more the merrier. We told everybody. The hell's going on, man?
What the hell is that?
Somebody's getting shocked.
Somebody's got the old thing up on high speeds. Oh, sorry. Wade needs to go. Yeah, Wade.
Yeah, Wade, you need to go. You and Momo need to go. Then there'll be the big three. You, Drew, and Momo. Y'all can dish it out.
That can be.
Oh my God, they have a live stream together with those three.
The big three.
God,
we'll be at that ice bar there in Vegas, where it's like made out of ice.
Yeah, well, there's an ice bar in our hotel.
They're gonna end up.
We're gonna throw them in there.
Yo, they're gonna end up so drunk. They're gonna go.
Yeah, when you go to the ice bar,
marry each other.
Like when you walk in, you pick like the ladies. There's a fur jacket, and the guys they give you a jacket because it's like 20 degrees in there. So you get this big coat, and then they give you an ice cup, and you drink out of that. It's actually kind of neat. Yeah. So you gotta try.
Are you going to the game?
Nah.
Probably not, man. Those tickets are $500. Rock.
No,
I looked it up today. $500.
Right now. It'll go down.
Do you gamble by any chance?
They may be more. They may.
I'm not a big gambler.
They'll go down. Once they're not going to sell them all at that price. They go down.
If the Raiders start sucking, then they'll say.
Now they're going to go down regardless.
Gambling. That start making some money.
That stadium's too big to sell that out at that price.
I'm gonna be at the poker room. That's what I'm gonna be.
Teach me your ways, Rob. I need to make money gambling.
Teach me your ways.
The only thing is when I get bad advice, I feel bad, man.
Yeah,
you feel like, oh, this is gonna hit.
You could be like McFly and go back in time and get the almanac and then come to the future.
Get the book.
That's a problem about doing the show, though, Rob. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Rob was 1-3 in his picks." That's why you got to think about it. It's not as easy as you think. It's not.
And listen to Pharrell. Pharrell, he was pretty good at the betting. You know who Pharrell is?
Yeah.
The one that sings "Happy."
Yeah.
He was really good at
Because I'm happy.
No, Pharrell on the sports networks. He got that raspy, smoky voice.
Oh, I thought you was talking about that.
Yeah, he's big on the sports bets.
What Ultra Loyal do lap dances on Fred? I ain't doing no damn lap dances, Ultra.
Hey, Wade, actually, I got some insider tips. If you're cool with twerking.
You and Momo, if he goes, y'all
Brian can give me your number. I'll shoot you a text and let you know.
Both of them be twerking each other.
Okay. Yeah. Game time. Send Rob A my number.
All right. Wow. Just make sure you answer it this time. I sent you Blue Virus's number and you never answered.
What are you talking about? I've talked to Blue Virus. Where's he at?
I don't know where he's been. Ever since Rock came back, he disappeared. I'm gonna text
Mark,
him.
I'll just make sure we got some Johnny Walker Blue game time. That's all I got to say.
Are you going to Vegas, Jesse?
Nah, I can't afford it, buddy.
Oh, okay.
If you guys come to Philly here, I can go see you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the New York. Maybe we go to the New York Jets game.
Yeah, you keep wanting. Let's focus on one thing at a time. The Jets. I don't know. We'll see, man. I'll go to the
Giants
Jets
game. How about the Giants game in New York? When's that one?
That's the last game of the year.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
perfect.
gonna be cold. Yeah, I ain't no polar bear. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the nah. Philly D, yeah, we saw that. He don't wear undies, so you know.
Oh,
And if he does, they don't fit right. But
he goes
hey.
commando. Commando mode.
Either that or he wears a thong. I don't know. I don't know
Speedos.
these
Whoa.
things. I don't need to know.
Whoa, game time. Whoa.
Where's the thong in reverse?
Felix, what I just got your email, brother. What they mean is, it's just who has the most. What does this guy mean? The crown, the most. I guess the most comments. Maybe you got 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Arturo's number 1.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, I don't really know. So
D's number 3. Who's 2?
Make sure you bring an IV for your suitcase. Hopefully you can keep up. Oh, I know I can't keep up with you, Ultra.
Paul Frozius is 2.
But yes, there are things you can take.
Oh, CZ moved up to number 2. Okay.
I'm going to Jets Cowboys game. My friend has season tickets to Jets 4th row by Enzo. Oh, look at you, Oscar. I was looking at seats. I may go. But only if Wade comes down. But yeah, I'm hoping Wade goes to Vegas. It's a cheap flight. My man wants to go to Iceland to go see a rock band at the end of June. He could go to Vegas. Probably get a round trip ticket for a couple $100.
And bring back a Helga.
Yeah, well, he might. Now he doesn't like. Now he likes Ojos Locos. He likes the right, Wade.
I like. Well, I mean, like those. Those are like albino white girls up there.
That's all right, man. Gotta have some sort of color.
They got that white hair, white skin, blue eyes.
Put her in a tan booth. She'd be good.
Game time.
Yes.
Game time.
Yes.
Are you ready for the Phillies Mets game this weekend?
Not really. Phillies are actually playing better, but
they are playing better.
Something happened. I just saw the clip where what's his name? The right fielder and the coach are feuding, and they pulled him out of the game.
Nick Castellanos?
Yeah, Nick Castellanos. And
I just saw it.
Yeah, I don't know the details. If anybody knows. What's up, Mark
He
Hudson?
said he got benched for saying some inappropriate comment.
Yeah, he criticized the coach.
That one game, the one guy from who was it? Toronto ran right into the wall. His face.
Yeah, that was a hell of a catch. That was a good catch, though. People don't realize
was a good catch.
How hard it is to run as far hard as you can. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember.
He left his face on the wall.
Remember who was it? Rowans. Aaron Rowans.
Yeah,
remember Aaron Rowans?
Back
I
saw
in the
that
day?
live. Like, I thought that he's dead. He's got to be dead.
They had just opened up Citizens Bank Park, and Aaron Rowan, they had traded for him. He was with the Chicago White Sox. Rowan turned around and made an unbelievable catch, but they had no padding on the damn wall. He slammed into it and just broke his nose. And just go back and look at that play. It was incredible. He said something slick to the coach. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's take one for the team.
Yeah. So, all right, Felix Rojas, charter shopping. Take care, brother. Take care, my man. Let's see who we got. Aisha Xavier, you're a Cowboy and a Mets fan. We got a lot of those. We got a lot of those.
I'm a Cowboys and Yankee fan.
Well, of course. And you probably like the Lakers, don't you?
Nope. I'm a Knicks fan.
Okay. Well,
hey, Giants and Philly fan.
Yeah, that's actually what I had on today. I had the Knicks jersey on and then a Yankee hat.
Let's hear some Cubs. Sledhead.
Jesse, you all Philly, but football?
Yeah, I know Philly did. That was nasty.
Yeah.
That's but like people don't realize how like that makes you gun shy, man. It's not just because it's a padded wall. It's still you got to learn how to. Every time I see Bo Jackson when he goes up the wall, that's what I'm
talking about.
That's crazy. That's absolutely.
I've never watched a full baseball game in my life.
Yeah, it's not the best watching on TV
You
unless
have
it's
to
October.
get into it. You can get into it. It won't be long.
I do it. Yeah,
you put money on it, you get real interested in no matter how boring they are.
In 77, 76. It was great. Oh, man, it was beautiful.
I've seen highlights, and that's about it. But
so all right. So Rob, who am I getting for tomorrow night to represent the Eagles? Are you available?
Yeah, I can be available.
Well, I know you don't normally do. It'll be 8:30. Just God forbid. I'm off tomorrow, so maybe we'll do 8. But I need somebody.
8:30.
What's that? I know that 8:30 works for Jesse because as of now, it's going to be Jesse. It's going to be Jesse and Rob. So you're going to represent the Birds, right?
We should have let the ladies get a female cowboy, female red.
I'll come up with some good questions.
Asia, do some research on our team.
I'll reach out to Momo, Rob, so you can light his ass up for me.
You got it. I'm licking my chops for that.
So just send me like a
Jesse, you
picture,
gotta
like
help
a
me
headshot,
too, you know.
and I'll add you to the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know.
And then I got Jesse's already. I got Momo's, and then I need a cowboy. I would go with like Walker Wade, but I'm afraid he'll turn into Eagle Wade on NFC East.
Oh man, he gets into Momo, we'll never get anything said.
That's what I'm afraid of, Wade. Can I count on you to stick to being a Cowboys fan? So
Can you count on me to stick to being a Cowboys fan?
I need
Sometimes I feel like Wade's doing defending the Eagles and the Cowboys.
On Wednesday night, you need to be a Cowboy fan. You could be Eagle Wade any other time, but
Hey Walker, hey Wade, we'll all chip in for Lamsley.
All right, I'll be a Cowboys fan. I'll only be Eagles Wade when Dak Prescott falls short.
Well,
the season hasn't started yet, so you could be Cowboys right now.
Yeah. So we'll go Wade, Rob, Momo, and Jesse. But I gotta come up with something to make it fun. Yeah. So, that's all. So that'll be fun.
We gotta try to recruit some more females to be like for each division or whatever.
And then next week
I'd like to see Linda come on here. She's an Eagles fan.
I'll
Linda, Asia.
Well, that's why I said I would like to do an all ladies panel.
Mm-hmm.
We got Asia can be the Giants, right? We can have Linda be the Eagles.
What time is this gonna be?
8:30 tomorrow night Eastern, so 7:30 your time.
Make sure you don't eat too much Golden Corral so you can stay up and be on here.
Even if
away from those lizards.
Even if they just took part of the Zoom call, that would be nice.
Do you know a lady that's a Washington fan?
Momo. He's kind of does it all.
AKA
We'll throw Momo.
We're just messing with Momo because he ain't in here right now. You know he's gonna watch it. You know.
Oh, he's gonna pop up. He's like the Beetlejuice.
He's like Beetlejuice, huh?
Say his name, Momo.
That's funny.
Drew's recommended Holly in here.
D, Hallie, Linda. There you go. I'm good. Even if they were part of the Zoom call, it would be nice. But you have to be comfortable. And it is what it is. Momo needs a tutu.
TV said Momo needs a tutu.
Yeah. So,
or like a 4-4.
So Rock. It looks like that. I know Oscar was asking, but actually, Rock Loyal said that he may be looking to split a room with somebody. So
yeah, I'm gonna play it by ear, Mark.
All right, it's only like $100 a night.
Yeah, I just got to see what my.
Well, he was talking about going next door to where Randy's staying.
Exactly.
So,
At the Excalibur, it's cheaper.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got time, so
I'm definitely going though. But I'm just
there's a walkway between the Excalibur and Mandalay Bay, so we can walk right to it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I'm gonna be in a room. We'll probably be out all the whole time. So
it's only
game time.
It's just somewhere to sleep. That's it.
Yeah.
Game time. DeKel said she's gonna be joining soon.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's
yeah. So D might
cool.
join, and she could be the cowboy girl right there.
We need to vet her to make sure she can hold her own when it comes now. We don't ask too many hard questions. It's more about saying nah. Like we just going back at each other. Actually, I will say that Drew, he texted me. He said I was on my best behavior. Yeah, you were a little too good, Drew. We needed you to spice it up a little bit. He was quiet, Laptop Drew doesn't bring it like now. There's a happy medium, Drew. But again, we're having fun.
Man, I can't go. I can't do that to Wade. I mean, Wade will probably, he gets going. But
what's that?
Man, Wade's my boy. I can't go get
I'm
crazy.
just gotta.
I'm not
what are we
stupid.
gonna? Okay, so what are we gonna
You are
talk
going
about?
to draw Eagle Wade out, and I'm not.
What are we gonna talk?
Just tell him.
It.
Just tell him Dak Prescott's going to be a champion this year.
Hey Rob, you're
gonna
convert him.
I'll have Randy on standby, and if Wade,
what you guys are going to talk about is expectations.
Let's call you feature Rob.
That'll be the topic: expectations.
All right, Let me write that down. Wednesday night expectations.
What is you guys' personal expectations
my...
for your teams?
Okay.
I'm going to come up with some questions. I'm actually off tomorrow, so I'll be.
But it can't be negative, Wade. You can't say, "Oh, Dak, I'm gonna whoop his ass if he don't."
Well, you can, just not tomorrow night. You can wait till.
So can I say expectations for our team? Dak Prescott snapping his leg, and then we got.
His expectation of Dak is not soaking in the playoffs.
Taking over.
I got it,
Mark. His expectation of Dak is not soaking in the playoffs.
Dak turning into a cricket leg.
Yeah, we'll go on for like
Brian.
We'll go on for like a half hour, 45.
Dak Prescott steps up in the pocket, tears the other hamstring off the bone. I mean, can I make predictions like that? I mean,
that sounds about right.
Wade, you know that dude.
A little morbid, man.
No injuries, Wade. Exactly,
man.
What's up, Phil?
Look,
technically, that's a non-contact injury.
Up.
He's all G'd up.
Yo, tell me why he's like in that movie when we go to Vegas.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
I got a good question for Wade.
How's it going?
You Norman or Norman's mama? Showing my age. He don't know because he
looks like the guy from Hangover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the roof.
Who are you talking about?
You.
Yeah. The Jägermeister. Talking about you, Phil.
I just got home from work, man. Got home from work. So it's like.
You looking spiffy there, man. He got a suit. What the hell?
High price
got his hair slicked back. You look like a CEO.
I gotta pretend like I gotta pretend like I know stuff, and so the only way I can do that is present that. How's it going, man? You guys talking a lot. I wanted to start it off by saying Jesse sucks. And then we just
saw that, yo. I'm like, what the hell?
So I was like, I just had to say that just to kind of rib him right there, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
How's everybody, man?
Good. So you're gonna be late tomorrow?
Doing fine.
Me late? No, I don't think so. I was saying you were gonna probably be late. You might be
I'm
napping.
doing 8:30. I think 8:30 is a good time. Because that allows Jesse to go home.
Bill, did you say F the Eagles? Prime time. Did you say F the Eagles?
I'll always say that, but I didn't actually say that.
Clemente just said it.
Yeah, well, again, this is all part of being a fan. We know where people stand. We know where the people's loyalties lie. It's just a matter of
I got loyalty and loyalty in my DNA.
There you go. So yeah, Phil is looking sharp. Phil's a man. Don't mess with Jesse. He has my dream job. What's that?
What is his dream job?
He's just Max. I'm sitting here while I'm working down. There's like, look, after 20 years,
I got you.
They put me in pasture.
You've been there 20 years?
Been in the company 20 years.
Look at you.
Good.
So they said, we're going to put you pop-up. We're going to put you someplace so you ain't got to worry about gunshot victims and all that. So they put me over here.
I've been at the post office where I'm at since 95. I started in Wildwood, New Jersey in 94. That was my first year in the post office, 1994. So, hopefully this
so you're almost done, aren't you?
Yeah. I wish I was like a teacher or a cop. I would have been gone.
So, Ganta, were you retiring at 62?
I'll be long gone.
He'll be down here in Florida with me.
Well, I'll be at least there for 6 months out of the year. Or maybe a snowbird.
Be a snowbird?
I don't know. I don't know that I could deal with the warm. I like to change the seasons, Phil.
Man, okay. Yeah, you don't know if you can deal with the hurricanes. You over here talking about the sun and stuff. Like that's a whole other different
Dude,
thing.
I had a tornado. It's like just go like 2
Game
blocks
time.
away
You
and
could,
wipe
if you
out a
could deal
house.
with, if you could deal with the Texas heat, you could deal with Florida.
Well, I've been to
That's
Florida
too
many
humid
times.
down there.
Humid.
I don't mind Florida. I actually love visiting. I just don't know that I could live there unless I was a millionaire and I lived on the water and had a breeze 24/7.
I got some
Florida
bad houses in
heat's
Florida.
got nothing on that South
When I went to
Texas
Clearwater,
heat.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
but yours is
because I
a
was gonna
dry
say
heat.
Houston
They're
is
cheap down there too.
Hey,
Loyal.
come down
Yeah.
here
Well,
in Texas where the swamps
Yeah,
are. But
well, no, look, when you
No.
start
You
getting
go to the
down
area?
into Houston, down there into Corpus Christi in the valley,
come
bro,
down to
it is
my area.
dude.
Yeah, because I'm in DFW.
Says the guys that have never lived in
It's
Florida.
not
You
humid
know the
over
good
here.
area,
in
game
DFW.
time, Lakeland, Florida, because it's right in the
Lakeland,
Gulf
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I
like
was
I've
in
been to
South
Florida 6
Carolina.
times.
When it's 4 a.m. and it's 95 degrees and it's about almost 100% humidity and you're wearing the air coming out, that's not
I
good.
will pass. Yep.
The ice
It's like
fell
that in
over.
South
stay in
Texas
Denver.
all year long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not in DFW.
Ultra Cowboy said he don't like Florida.
I love, I've always loved going there.
That definitely helps me then a lot more.
Ultra,
you already sold me on it.
Hold up. You're in Puerto Rico, Ultra. I guess it's not as humid in Puerto Rico, right? I don't know. Is it?
They can get humid over there,
No,
Brian.
it
I can
is.
tell you from living there.
Well, there
The
you
two
go.
places I went to
Exactly.
in Florida that I liked was Clearwater and Tampa.
That's why
You like the
I used to
you like
live
the central
Tampa,
of the
Florida,
west
Florida.
coast of Florida.
Where do you live there, Phil?
I've been to Miami. I was like, man,
Naples.
those people were
I live in
they
I
were
live
kind
in
of rude
Naples,
gangster
Florida,
down there.
Savage.
Miami.
which is down on like if you think of where Miami is, we're on the opposite coast, right directly across from it.
Well,
Oh,
where is
okay.
this? Because I didn't hear
It's
you.
on the east side. It's on the
Naples.
west side, but way on
Yeah,
the bottom,
right around there, Lakeland.
right when it starts to curve over. Starts to
Naples,
curve.
right, Phil? Naples?
Right in the
City?
path of the hurricanes.
Oh yeah. We live over there. We're like,
Just-
you see those guys with the flag standing out? Yeah, that's us. That's
Oh,
us.
I did like Key West, but I couldn't live at Key West. It's just too small. It's like
I don't think
a little-
anybody, man. I don't want to be in those islands. Like I want to be able to
then you gotta
evacuate. Like,
Before they evacuate.
I would agree, Ultra. Yeah.
Key West was good for bar hopping, though. I'll say that.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, so was
Tampa has
Galveston.
some really good areas. Ybor City and everything.
Yep, I've been there.
Yeah.
Everybody has that. I remember going to Ybor City and I stopped at the first bar and I didn't leave. So I was like, well, I didn't really get to see the strip.
Yeah, that's where I
I'd seen
almost got
Tom
that job
Cruise's
at Ybor
house
City.
when I was in Clearwater.
Nice.
Ultra, wait, who? CZ
saying?
says,
see
prime
him.
time, how bad is the snake problem where you're at?
Where I'm at, no. Where I used to live in Central Florida. Naples has always been my boomerang home. I leave, I come back, I leave, I come back. And
You ain't
where I
leaving
used
now.
to live in like the central area, man, oh yeah, snakes like crazy, even your driveway, all
Snakes
that
on
kind of stuff.
plane.
Here, they're more black snakes. Pythons and stuff like that are in the Everglades, so that's not too far away with bobcats and all that
You
kind
got
of
the
stuff.
now you got the anacondas around there too now.
Mm.
Oh yeah, and then
I got chased by 2 coral snakes when I
What are we
lived in
talking
Florida.
about?
so play the next GTA, and you will get a good sense of where I live around that area. So
I know exactly where you at.
Oh, Grand Theft
My
Auto?
peeps live
yeah, the
down
new
there.
GTA 6 is
The new one
exactly
coming
the whole area.
Yep.
It's taking
Well,
place
they
from like
pushed that
almost
back,
Orlando
man. I was
down.
like, it all supposed to come out till next year now.
Yeah, well, I mean that's how it is.
The
The
New
GTA,
York
there's
Jets
always
will
one
win
delay.
a Super Bowl before that new Grand Theft Auto comes out.
Is it like
Cruise
Vice
is
City?
Scientologist.
It's supposed well, Vice City is in there. It's Miami, so it's
Miami,
coming
yeah.
back. It's coming back to that. And then Naples is Napolitan
Welcome
or
to
something like that. You
Miami.
know, I'm interested to see that area as well too, because we have here
Me too.
we had
Rob.
like there was a point where VH1 was going to do a Housewives of Naples, like that kind of thing. So I would have definitely.
We
tuned
went
into
and
that one.
visited Phil. I guess it would be 2 years now. It was 2 years
Mhm.
ago. My, how time flies. We went to Naples. We stayed a few days at Phil's house, and I loved it. And he took us to work, about a 40-minute drive over to Marco Island, something like
Oh
that.
man,
Uh,
that island is gorgeous.
just let me just say, it's an unbelievable place. It is. Ultra Cowboy.
Ultra, you're stupid.
Boy, I gotta book it. What is he?
Oh my god.
Oh God, I
PG,
gotta read it.
Well,
YouTube guidelines.
You gotta read it. It's a
YouTube
super chat.
guidelines.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I will say this, Phil.
It's
You
gonna be
seen
good.
a couple hurricanes in South Texas
Mark?
this year. That's for sure.
Anytime, fake 500, Philly 500s here.
Mark Holmes likes the Dak Conda.
Damn
real
it,
nice,
man.
real
Oh my
nice,
God.
real nice.
Oh my god.
Xavier Del Rio, ultra wild for that one. That's all. He's just playing. D says, "Oh man, I see. Yeah, it's the fake Philly 500.
Is it a Dak Honda or a Vienna?
I don't know, dude. That's ain't no Vienna sausage. We talking about, bro?
Oh my God,
we talking about? I wouldn't know, bro.
Yeah, I went through the Everglades when I went to Miami a few years back.
Oh, the Everglades is rough. I heard.
I want to just go. I want to go on an airboat with Drew.
I heard people actually live. I mean, we actually
dump them with
my wife's friends' daughters. They stayed there for about a year. I don't know how they did it.
There's like two different conversations going on, but I'm catching both of them. That's like
the Everglades. Let's talk about the Everglades.
But yeah, if you
I remember stopping at Orlando with the gator farm. Jesus Christ, they're huge.
Like if you look at on a map of Naples and just keep going down, you see Marco Island. That's where Phil works. It's beautiful. Great. The hotel. I just got a. I don't know. Are you you're still there, right, Phil?
Yeah. Where Naples? Yes.
Yeah, but like the same hotel. Remember you were.
Oh yes. Actually, I got a recent thing to go to other hotels. I have a couple of more offers, but I'm staying at the one that I'm at. I
love when I went on my honeymoon to Cancun, I liked where it was. I know they redid it all. I just liked it. It was called the Beach Palace.
The Beach Palace. Ooh, I would love to go Cancun.
It was kind of right in the middle of the strip, so it was kind of a prime location. It was cheap. Back in the day, we went to the Beach Palace.
Same time. Is it hot in Mexico?
Yeah, it's hot, but it's beautiful.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, it's very humid. You want to talk about humid? But anyway, real quick before I forget, I like Phil's hotel the way it is. You want to talk about a meetup place, like to go and spend a couple of days? It's beautiful there. It's just where it is on the ocean, or it's just
that beach is long. Like has a bunch of cabanas.
The outside area reminds me of the
there's
beach
there's like little things that they have as well too, like the tiki huts that are there. The Seminole tribe is the only tribe that's actually licensed to actually do those huts. So if you ever have anything done, you need to actually hire one of their tribe people to come out and do your huts.
Yeah.
So when the hurricane blew the ones that they had away, they had a contract and you had to wait in line. So it took about almost 2 years after the major hurricane to actually have them done, just because that's how backed up they are. But I think that's a really cool thing that the state of Florida does. There's a lot of things like that, like the Seminole tribe, they actually donate to the Seminole tribe, and the name and everything is their Chief Osceola, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of history. So when I see people bashing it on there, oh, well, why can they have the name in it? Well, it's more out of respect, and everything is well done too. But like, to me, I still call Washington the Redskins. I can't get away from there.
I know it's a bad thing.
That's
the problem I have with it. But I'm not Indian, so I'm
You're
not
Indian.
stand on that
hard
fight.
to say.
But I don't think it's a bad term. But
I got friends at the bar that go to O'Malley's. They're from the reservation. They even said they don't give a damn if it was called the Redskins.
I got fellow soldiers there. Are what they call it. And then,
to me, what's the difference between saying the Redskins
Rob wants to move to Mexico.
Yes, I do. I will.
Chief is a leader. It's not really a derogatory
term. The whole thing is the people that were upset about the name the Redskins literally don't even watch fucking football. It's like outsiders that don't even support the NFL. That's what irritates me.
Well, you know what happens, and I don't want to get into it here, but politics ruins everything. So
yep,
yes, it does.
Let's keep politics far away, because I get nothing but
the Washington Momos. Nice.
Oh, Washington Momos.
Nice, easy.
Yo, CD's on fire today.
The Washington Momos. Oh, God.
They'll be definitely worse than Cleveland.
But anyway, I'm gonna keep this. Well, we'll go another set. We'll make it a 90-minute, and then we'll all get out of here. I know Phil wants to kick back and eat something and relax.
Some drinks. I've had a lot of meetings today, so it was like one of those days.
Rob, you like the Nuggets?
I'm from Denver. I live here. I like Jokic.
Yeah, Joker.
Well, the Joker.
Joker's legit, dude.
He is.
He's phenomenal.
I love that he can be.
You in Bronco country.
I am.
I love that he can have like a bowler's body and still be like the athlete MVP. I love it, man. I do. I think that's awesome.
Old school.
This goes to show you don't need to have that. You know.
So why aren't you a Broncos fan, Rob?
When I was growing up, I played football pretty much since a kid. And you know, just to be a contrarianism, my brothers and all they're all Bronco fans and stuff. So I loved Randall Cunningham, and I stuck with the Eagles ever since. Just liked them, like Reggie White, just like the way they played, and that's what made me an Eagles fan.
Nice.
Hey Rob, no, the Rockies suck out there right now.
Oh yeah. I don't watch too much baseball. I'll bet on it, but I don't watch too much baseball.
Keep it that way.
But they're horrible. They're horrible. But Coors Field's cool just to go watch a game. You know, in person, Coors Field is very nice. You can go there for the food, hang out, but it's Coors Field's really
now.
Nice.
Let me ask you this, because my sister-in-law is still there. I don't know how long she's gonna. I think she's gonna be there for a while. But what do you have a hard time? I know you're used to it, but
oh yeah, the breathing.
Like the breathing, like that whole Mile High thing. You know, the air's thin. Do you ever notice it, or you're used to it? And what would you say to somebody that's
I just always
there?
thought that's
it's
why
a real
I was
thing.
a Philly fan.
It's a real thing. I mean, you know, if a lot of people come up here and train like at Red Rock and train in the mountains and stuff because it's the air's thinner.
Yeah,
I think that gives the Nuggets some of the advantage as well when they, especially when you play a series here. You'll see the visiting team start to suck some wind the first game or two just to adjust to the altitude.
And you know what
It's
I
a real
thought,
thing.
Rob? I always thought when Denver went to a more under Mike Shanahan to a more running game with that big Mark Schlereth offensive line and Terrell Davis, that's when it really came into play more than ever because teams would always be huffing. You know, it's already hard to breathe, let alone fourth quarter after being mauled upon. They took the pressure off of Elway, and Elway was able to go ahead and win a couple Super Bowls. I think that was a big advantage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think, right? I mean, I think they always had a decent home field advantage, but I think when you started running the football, I think that made it even better.
Bob, how's the altitude out there?
That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
5280.
Yeah, I mean, if you come up here to play any kind of sports, especially basketball or football, you'll suck wind because the air is so thin up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp said a lot of stories of when he was there. He's like, damn, he would do a nice run, and he'd had to sit there like 10 minutes with a damn oxygen.
See you, JD, 1965. I'll talk to you later, brother. Thank you. Yeah.
It's also cool to go to Boulder to catch a Buffs game, especially now that prime time's here.
Yeah.
It's cool to go to Folsom Field and watch a game.
Yeah. Now, does anybody or do you know what's up with Dion? Like, what's his health issue that he's supposedly not great? Do you know?
Yeah, he's not doing too well, but I haven't heard anything that they disclosed it, so I'm not too sure if they're.
I didn't know.
His son said he was doing well.
Yeah, is he supposed to be going back to coaching the college out there?
Yeah, he just signed an extension.
Yeah, 5 years, $54 million.
Yeah, he just
$10
signed an
million a
extension.
year.
He got paid.
Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, I think he used that talk with Jerry to kind of leverage it, and they scrounged up the money that they could to give him an extension because he just fills the seats.
Yeah, he didn't really want to go to Dallas. That was all a smoke screen.
It probably wasn't anything. It could have been just Jerry helping him out and get a better paycheck.
Right.
Yeah.
Could have been right off the bat.
That's what I was saying.
Exactly that.
Hey, you mind if I use you as a recommendation and as a rumor? Oh yeah, that was good.
I think
we'll be in the
that's a
newspaper.
lot.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was that, Phil. I do think a lot of it was that.
Rob, you ever been to a Cowboy game out there?
Yes, I have. Here at Invesco Field, yes, I have. I've just seen the Cowboys play here. Of course, I've seen the Eagles play here. It's Denver fans are pretty intense. The South fans get really loud. They're very passionate out here. I mean, my brothers and sisters are all Bronco fans, and I have a couple of one of my cousins. She's married to a Cowboys fan, so we'll go over there and she'll make some good food, some like chili, some tacos, some beans and stuff, and we'll go over there and watch the Cowboy Eagles game. So yeah,
hey, George, how are you?
We have a ton of crazy as it is. We have a lot of Cowboy fans out here.
Chris May's in the house. What's up, Chris? How are you? I'll make sure I put the GoFundMe in the chat tomorrow night too when we do our live stream. So I don't want to forget like I did
Brian,
today.
are we doing a live stream in Vegas?
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of them.
So, guys, Brian, did you hear about that animated series from Adult Swim, Keeping Up with the Joneses?
No, I did not.
Yes, it's about someone that moves in next door to Jerry Jones, and it's an animated series that's coming out. And one of the guys that does the voice on one of those radio stations for Jerry Jones or whatever does that, they got him to do the voice. But Adult Swim has a new series.
They got him. Yeah, they got Gordon Keith, I think, from the Ticket, the guy that does Fake Jerry.
Yeah.
He's been doing Fake Jerry for like a couple decades.
Yeah.
So there's one like Keeping Up with the Joneses, Adult Swim. I just heard about it. I was like, okay, this is definitely interesting, man.
That'll keep passing time.
So that's basically let's get lit and watch it and laugh our ass
Boom,
off.
there you go, man.
That's you want to talk about
perfect place to
entertainment.
get lit.
That's going to be a lot of clips that we can use for these podcasts.
Believe it or not,
That's
Jerry
true.
Jones actually likes the Fake Jerry when they make fun of him and his family.
Yeah,
he likes it. He even had that guy go to. They even had Jerry's family even had him go to a party and make fun of him. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. But all right, everybody, we hit the 90-minute mark. We'll call it. Don't forget, I'll have some stuff tomorrow, obviously. But tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, so it'll be 7:30 Rob's time, I guess, right?
No, 6:30.
6:30. You're 2 hours.
Yeah, Mountain Time.
He's way over there.
So that's not too bad for you, though.
Up yonder.
No, not at all.
And
he officially has to do the math anytime they put it on the broadcast because they always do the Pacific and they do the East, and he has to do the math.
Rob needs to send me a headshot so I can add him.
Jesse, what are you doing?
And Wade, send me a headshot too, something cool looking, and then I'll make the thumbnail tomorrow, 8:30 tomorrow night.
Right.
Live stream. I'll reach out to Momo. If not, we'll just have we'll find somebody. Don't worry.
That's all for you guys, right?
And but I'm going to open up the lines for everybody
later on.
Just not, I was late last week. Now it's 8:30. I'll be on.
We'll see.
I'm not getting up at 4:00 in the morning, Jesse. If I don't make it tomorrow, I'm dead. All right. I'll just tell you now. If I'm not on tomorrow night on time, I'm not here anymore. Say a prayer. I know that's not nice to say.
Joe, where the hell did Joe live? He said it's 12 midnight.
He lives in Italy.
Italy.
Joe, I always appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the
game time's known globally.
Yeah, Joe's from Italy. He's my Italian.
That's what your theme song says, man. I like it.
Pisano.
Yeah, exactly.
Like your theme song, you had an AI
thing.
thing.
Time, you like The Office or something? You be playing The Office in your videos.
The Office? No, that's Seinfeld. What are you talking about?
Oh, the postman. I think that's hilarious. It keeps coming, and then Punisher's carrying house, and I'm like, oh god, that's
and
awesome.
then the barcode reader breaks. Yeah,
I love how he gets all red faced, everything. Like that's awesome.
But anyway, that's it, everybody. Thank you. Nice little lunchtime chat. I appreciate the support. I appreciate my people. Again, this is the happy season, everybody. Nobody's lost a game. We're all good. We all have no losses on our record. Don't worry. They're coming soon, but hopefully not that bad.
Lost our respect is a different story, but
all right, I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Wade, behave yourself.
Wade's gonna be Cowboy Wade, but I'm gonna have a short trigger. Randy, be on standby, brother. Be on standby.
Loyal,
all right, everybody.
I'll give you a call, Loyal.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Later.
Peace.